Alright, so I don't really have anything as far as guns today. I am getting a holster made for that 44 Bulldog. That's it's a 5-shot 44 special, but it's in between a J frame and a K frame, and I don't have a good concealed carry holster for it. So my buddy that made my concealed carry, my appendix holster for my J frame, is in the process of making me one right now for that, a custom holster, and I will show you that when it's done. I think we're going with alligator skin on that. I like it on the first holster, but we're living in interesting times. When I was growing up, you only had, I think, 3 news channels, 2, 4, and 7. Didn't even have CNN in that as far as I can remember as a kid. And the amount of stuff that has come out in the last 2 weeks, in the last week actually, is mind-blowing. I mean, I'm trying to stay out of the news and that, but just the amount of stuff that's coming out, security clearances getting removed, politicians getting exposed, it just blows my mind. Very interesting times. Probably going to be a big point in history at some point. I'm like everybody else. I expect the worst, hope for the best, but I don't know how the Democrat Party recovers from this. I just don't know how. I mean, the amount of information that's being put out on YouTube, the amount of information that's being put out on Twitter, with social media, it just doesn't seem like they can hide stuff anymore like they used to. Like I said, very interesting times. I'm curious to see what this week's going to bring. Do I believe that everything's going to be solved in the next 3-4 years? I don't believe every problem will ever be solved. But I do believe that you're going to see a big difference in stuff. Like I said, I don't think there's any way now to hide it. I think there's too many little small channels, too many big channels, too much just information on social media in general that it's impossible to hide anything anymore, no matter who you are. And like I said, I just think it's interesting times. I guess we'll see what happens here in the near future. I know Trump revoked Biden's security clearance. He revoked Letitia James, Alvin Bragg. Who else was it? It was somebody else. And I was just like, wow, you know. Going in and investigating USAID, the Board of Education. I mean, just stuff that I never thought in my lifetime I would ever see. So, anyway, I really don't have much today. It's been too cold to work outside on projects and that. But this is definitely a very interesting time in history, and definitely probably the craziest time in politics I've ever seen in my lifetime. I'm thinking here in the next few weeks we're going to start seeing the JFK files coming out. Who knows how much of that will be redacted. Even though he unclassified it, they still like to redact stuff, leave stuff out and that, but that'll be interesting. We'll see if anything else gets released like it was promised. We'll see if sometime this week if Kash Patel, Tulsi Gabbard, and RFK get confirmed. I'm thinking that'll be here in the next week, might be in the next couple of weeks, but like I said, interesting times. Hope everybody has a great weekend. See you on the flip side.